I'm Andrew Phillips. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the suspension rods on a Maytag top load washing machine. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the particular washing machine that I'm working on is that model number right there, the MVW C565 FW2. But there's a lot of other top load washing machines by Maytag, Whirlpool, Kenmore, things like that. That would be the same process and same part number. I'll have some of those in the description of this video for you to check out. Now, an indication that you need to replace your suspension rods is if your wash basket is kind of out of balance. Sometimes what you'll hear is when it's going through the spin cycle, you may hear it kind of like banging like on the sides, it's rattling, because the suspension rods are kind of losing, like the springs are losing the grip, and it's getting loose and it's slamming it around. You got to be careful that you don't let these go too long, because it can also wear out the bearings on your gear case. If you want to see the video I did where I showed how to replace the gear case on this model, I'll have a link to that down in the description, as well as links to other videos I've done with this particular Maytag top load washing machine. Also Maytag dryer I've done some work on, some Frigidaire units, washers and dryers, I've done videos with those, and also some refrigerators. I'll have links to all of those different appliances, as well as some other home improvement videos I've done down in the description if you want to check it out. Now for this one here, it's fairly easy. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this top, slide it out of the way, so that way we can get to the bearings and the bearing cups, so we can pull these out, and then we're going to have to flip the machine on its side so we can get to the bottom to slide these out and put the new one in. You want to make sure that you only do one at a time, so that's what I'm going to show is just one. I'm not going to go through all four, but it would be the same process, and then we'll wrap up this video. But let's start off by unplugging this thing before we do anything. Coming along here, always want to start off by unplugging this. You don't want to be working on appliances while they're plugged in. Set that off to the side. Now to complete this, all you need is a ratchet, 1/4-inch socket, so we can remove the lid to slide it off, so we can get to the bearing and bearing cups, so we can remove the suspension rods. And then you will need the suspension rod kit. They come in a set of 4. I'll have links down in the description where you can purchase those as well, but this is all that you'll need. Coming along the back, we're going to be removing this 1/4-inch right here. And then there's another one right here. This one as well. So I'm going to loosen these off, take them off, and then we'll be able to slide the top off. All right, so we have both of these screws out. So now we can pull it forward, raise it, slide it back, and it comes right up. And then now with it up, I'll show you, you can see where the bearings are, and then the bearing cup is underneath, and that's how simple it is. You can see the hook there on the suspension rod going through the bearing. We're just going to raise that up, rotate it to slide it off. And then here on this side, you'll see there's the other one. Then you've got one back there, and then the other one is right back there. So when we move the lid out of the way, we'll be able to get to that one. But we're going to pop those off. As mentioned already, the process is the same with all 4 of those. So I'm only going to show one, and then we'll wrap this up. So if we reach in here, I'll show you. We can move that. Now you want to make sure that you only do one at a time, because you can see the wash basket moving, and you don't want to remove them all and then it drops. So you want to do one at a time. So I'm going to get both hands so I can pull up on it, and then we'll be able to rotate it. I'm going to reach down in here. I'm going to pull it up so you can see it. So if I push up on it, see how it comes up? We can then pull it out like this. And then you're going to want to take this bearing right here and slide it off. So now that can come down. And then now we're going to have to go down to the bottom. I'm going to flip it over. We'll get it on the bottom. We'll pull it out. Then we'll feed the new one in. But we're going to replace this bearing clip as well and replace all that. So let's head underneath. We have it now on its side. This is the spring that we released. So we can just pull this out. Just want to show you something here. This is our new spring. This is the old one. I can literally just take my hand and I can just move that with no problem. It's so soft. This new one, I can barely move it with all my pressure. Look at that. Barely. This one, I can almost compress it all the way. So definitely bad. These need to be replaced. Let's head back underneath, put this one in and wrap it up. Coming back underneath, I'm going to show you. If we work our way all the way here, that is where it's going to feed through. It goes right up through there, and then we'll clip it back up in the top, and we'll put the bearing clip and secure it up at the very top. Okay. Slide it in. Feed it all the way up. And then we're going to make sure that we get that clip to lock in. I'm going to put that in, and then we'll be back to look at it. You can see how we have it locked in. It's all secure. So now we're going to head up on the other side and clip it in place. Here on the top side, we're going to take the bearing cup. We're going to put that in first. That'll go in first. And then next I'm going to pull through the suspension rod, and then we'll connect it to the new bearing, lock it in, and that'll secure it. There's a shot of where the spring is coming through. And what I did is I took my old suspension rod, the hook, pulled it through, because then, as we see here, I can get some leverage to raise it up. So we're going to pull that out like that, and then we're going to slide that little bearing clip underneath and then lock it in place. All right, so we'll pull that out, slide the new one in, goes in like this, and then you're going to want to rotate it right here. Done. That's now in place, and the rod is in. Here's a close-up. You can see how it went. So we brought the rod in right here, and then you're going to rotate this bearing clip until the hook is offside with that. Lock it in. We have our cup underneath, and let's go underneath and take a look at it, and I'll show you how it looks from the bottom. All right, so coming down, you can see it. It's all nice and locked in place, and that is secure. So I'm going to do the other three. We're not going to show it, and then we'll be back to conclude this. All four of them have been replaced the same way that we did the other one. It's nice and solid, as we saw. The old one, this one here, definitely wearing out. I mean, I can take my hand and I can push the new one too, but this one's a lot softer. But that wraps up this video on how to replace the suspension rods on an upright top load Maytag washing machine. As mentioned already, it's the same process in a lot of other ones, the Whirlpool, Kenmore, different ones like that. But I hope that this video was informative for you. I hope it helped you out with any issues you're having with your washing machine, with the suspension rods being loose and you're getting that banging and uneven wear. Please send me any questions and comments. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I appreciate all the support. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.